Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Podcast with FTJ. I'm Jennifer, and I'm so happy you're here with us today.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jack. Thanks for joining us again. Today's topic is very easy, very common, and very useful.
Yes, today we're talking about your weekend.
Exactly. This is something people ask all the time, at work, at school, with friends.
Questions like, how was your weekend? Or what did you do on the weekend?
And don't worry, you don't need big words or long stories to answer.
Right, simple English is perfect. Natural English is what we want.
In this podcast, we'll show you how to talk about your weekend in an easy and confident way.
We'll use real-life examples, daily expressions, and very simple sentences.
So if you ever feel stuck or shy when someone asks about your weekend, this episode is for you.
All right, let's get started and make weekend conversations feel easy and fun.
Jennifer, let's start with the most common question people hear on Monday morning.
Yes, the classic one is, how was your weekend?
Simple question, but many learners feel nervous when they hear it.
That's true. They think they need a long answer, but they don't.
A short answer is totally okay. You can say, it was good, or it was nice.
Yes, even one sentence is enough to start the conversation.
And if you want to add a little more, you can say, it was relaxing, it was busy, it was fun.
These are very natural words. Native speakers use them all the time.
Let's give an example. Jennifer, I'll ask you.
Okay.
So, how was your weekend?
It was good. I felt very relaxed.
Ah, nice. See? Short and natural.
Yes, nothing complicated.
And remember, you don't need to tell everything. Just share one feeling or one idea.
Exactly. Weekend talk should feel easy, not like a test.
And once you answer, the conversation can continue naturally.
Yes, one small answer can open a big conversation. Okay, Jack, after how was your weekend, what's the next common question people ask?
Very common. People ask, what did you do on the weekend?
Yes, this question is everywhere. Office, school, friends, even neighbors.
And again, the answer can be very simple. You don't need a long story.
Right, you can start with just one activity.
For example, I stayed at home. I watched a movie. I visited my family.
These are perfect answers, short and natural.
Let's do a small example again. Jennifer, I'll ask you.
Okay.
So, how was your weekend?
It was good. I felt very relaxed.
Oh, nice. See? Short and natural.
Yes, nothing complicated.
And remember, you can add time words if you want, like on Saturday or on Sunday.
For example, on Saturday, I cleaned my room. On Sunday, I relaxed.
Native speakers love these simple time words.
And remember, if your weekend was boring, that's okay too.
Yes, you can say, I didn't do much. That's very natural.
People say that all the time.
Weekend talk is not about being interesting. It's about being real.
Exactly. Just say what you did, simply and honestly.
Jennifer, sometimes people don't just ask what you did. They also ask about plans or choices, right?
Yes, questions like, did you do anything special? Or did you go out or stay in?
And many learners don't know how to answer when there are two choices.
That's why today's expression is very useful.
Yes, say this instead of long explanations. Either way works for me. Or, I'm easygoing about it.
These phrases sound very natural.
Let's give an example. Someone asks, did you go out or stay home?
You can answer, either way works for me. I stayed home this time.
Perfect. Simple and confident.
Or if someone asks about plans, like, do you prefer Saturday or Sunday?
You can say, I'm easygoing about it.
That means you're okay with any option.
Native speakers use these phrases a lot.
They make you sound relaxed and friendly.
And you don't need to think too much.
Exactly. Weekend conversations should feel light.
So remember, You can share your weekend, your plans, and your choices with easy English.
And that's how you keep the conversation going naturally. Jennifer, after you answer about your weekend, what should you do next to keep the conversation going?
Great question. The best thing to do is ask a question back.
Yes, conversations are like ping pong. You hit the ball back.
And the questions can be very simple.
For example, after you answer, you can ask, "How about you?"
That's one of the most useful questions in English.
Let's try a short example.
Okay, so how was your weekend?
It was nice. I relaxed at home.
Sounds good. How about you?
See? Easy and natural.
You can also ask, what about yours?
Or, did you do anything fun?
These small questions show interest. People like that.
Yes, it makes the conversation feel friendly, not one-sided.
And don't worry about perfect grammar. People care more about connection.
Exactly. Simple questions, real interest, and a smile in your voice.
That's how you sound natural when talking about your weekend.
And with a little practice, it becomes easy and automatic.
Just keep it simple and enjoy the conversation. Jennifer, now let's talk about something important. Common mistakes people make when talking about their weekend.
Yes, many learners think they must speak a lot, and then they feel stuck.
Right. They try to say everything at once and get confused.
But here's the truth. Short answers are good answers.
Exactly. You don't need a long story to sound natural.
For example, don't worry if your weekend was boring.
Yes, you can say, I didn't do much. This is very natural.
Native speakers say this all the time.
Another mistake is saying nothing because you think your English is not good.
But silence stops the conversation. Even one simple sentence helps.
Like, I stayed home, or I watched TV.
Simple English keeps the conversation moving.
Also, don't worry about small grammar mistakes. People still understand you.
Yes, communication is more important than perfection.
Jennifer, what if someone asks many questions and you feel tired?
Then it's okay to answer shortly and smile.
Or you can say, it was a quiet weekend.
That sentence explains everything in one line.
So remember, be simple, be honest, and don't overthink.
Talking about your weekend should feel easy and natural.
And with practice, it really does. Jennifer, sometimes people feel stuck after a few questions. They don't know what to say next.
Yes, that happens a lot. The conversation feels like it stops.
But there's an easy way to continue. Talk about feelings, not details.
Exactly. Feelings are easier than facts.
For example, instead of explaining everything, you can say, it felt relaxing, or it was a little tiring.
These sentences are short, but they say a lot.
Let's try another example.
Okay.
So, how was your weekend?
It was busy, but I enjoyed it.
Oh, that sounds nice. Busy, but good.
Yes, and see, I didn't give many details, but the conversation still works.
That's the key. You don't need to explain everything.
You can also use soft words like kind of, a bit, pretty.
For example, it was kind of fun. I was a bit tired.
Native speakers use these words all the time.
They make your English sound natural and relaxed.
And when you sound relaxed, people feel comfortable talking to you.
Weekend conversations are not about perfect English. They're about connection.
Yes, just share a little, listen a little, and enjoy the moment.
And with practice, this becomes very easy.
Jack, sometimes people want to sound friendly, but they don't know how to react to the other person's weekend.
Yes, reacting is very important. It shows you're listening.
Exactly. Even a small reaction can keep the conversation alive.
Simple reactions like, oh, nice. That sounds fun. Really?
These reactions are short, but very powerful.
Let's show an example.
Okay.
So, how was your weekend?
It was relaxing. I spent time with my family.
Oh, that sounds really nice.
See? That one reaction makes me want to say more.
Exactly. Reactions invite the other person to continue.
You can also add a small follow-up question.
Like, did you enjoy it? Or was it fun?
These questions are easy and very natural.
And remember, you don't need to react perfectly.
Even a smile in your voice helps.
Yes, your tone matters more than your grammar.
When you react kindly, people feel comfortable with you.
And comfortable people like to talk.
That's how simple weekend conversations turn into real connections.
Small words, real reactions, easy English. Jennifer, what about people who feel their weekend was too normal? They think nothing special happened.
That's very common, but a normal weekend is totally okay.
Yes, you don't need an exciting story to sound natural.
You can talk about small things. Small things are real life.
For example, you can say, I did some housework. I went shopping. I rested at home.
These are perfect answers. Native speakers say them all the time.
Let's try another short example.
Okay,
So, what did you do on the weekend?
nothing special. I stayed home and rested.
Oh, that sounds nice, actually.
See? A simple answer still works.
Another helpful phrase is just the usual.
Yes, that one is very natural.
For example, I just did the usual.
That tells people your weekend was normal, and that's okay.
You can also say, I took it easy.
That phrase sounds relaxed and confident.
Remember, normal weekends are not boring. They're human.
Exactly. Speak honestly, keep it simple, and you'll sound natural.
And the conversation will still flow.
Jack, sometimes people finish talking about their weekend too fast. Then the conversation stops.
Yes, that happens a lot. They answer, then silence.
To avoid that, you can add one small detail.
Just one detail can keep the conversation going.
It can be about food, people, or feelings.
Let's show an example.
Okay.
How was your weekend?
It was good. I stayed at home.
Oh, what did you do at home?
I watched movies and cooked some food.
Nice. What kind of food?
I cooked pasta. It was simple but delicious.
See, now the conversation feels natural.
One small detail makes a big difference.
You don't need a long story.
Just add one feeling, one action, or one reason.
For example, I stayed home because I was tired.
Or, I went out with friends and it was really fun.
These little details sound very natural.
And they help the other person know what to ask next.
That's how easy conversations grow.
Small details, easy words, natural English. Jack, sometimes learners worry too much about making mistakes.
Yes, they think, what if my English is wrong?
But real conversations are not perfect.
Native speakers make mistakes too.
What matters is sharing your idea, not being perfect.
When you talk about your weekend, keep it simple.
Simple words sound more natural.
For example, don't think too hard.
Just say what comes to your mind.
Like, I didn't do much.
Or, I was a bit tired.
These sentences are short, but very real.
You can also pause. That's okay.
Silence for a second is normal in conversation.
You don't need to rush.
Speak slowly. Feel comfortable.
The more relaxed you are, the better you sound.
English is not a test. It's communication.
Enjoy the conversation.
And enjoy talking about your weekend.
That's how confidence grows. All right, Jack, let's wrap everything together.
Yes, let's make it very simple for everyone.
When someone asks about your weekend, don't panic.
Take a breath, smile.
Use easy words.
Say what you did, even if it's small.
Staying home is okay.
Doing nothing is okay too.
Add one small detail if you can.
A feeling, a reason, or one activity.
Like, I stayed home and relaxed.
Or I went out with friends. It was fun.
Don't worry about perfect grammar.
Focus on sharing your idea,
Conversation is about connection.
not perfection.
The more you practice, the easier it gets.
Every weekend is a chance to practice English.
You can do this.
Keep speaking, keep smiling.
Thanks for listening to English Podcast with FTJ.
We're happy to learn English with you.
See you in the next episode.
Bye-bye, everyone.